Here's an overview of the house cell example from the browser point of view, from the client point of view. Essentially, we can do select, and the first three links there are using select. So select all, select some, select one, insert, update, and delete. So please make yourself very, very familiar with these, and you need to download the code from these, and of course realize that when you download the code here, either the HTML or the CSS, you won't be downloading any PHP. We don't see any PHP. What does this look like from the developer point of view or from the server point of view? Well, let's go in and have a look at. This is what you are going to build. Okay, you're going to build the entire house cell client server website. When you have it done, we'll be able to select all, select some, select one record, insert a record, update a record, and delete a record. So you're going to need this amount of PHP web pages. Okay, the styles, you can download them, or I'm giving you some already in the resources. I'm giving you the SQL, the three tables that are in use, and there is some JavaScript as well, which we are just going to use for validating the text area. Okay, so we are just going to put that in there. And media, we have our banner and screenshot of what the website should look like from a file explorer point of view, and then our 45 or so products in there. And then we've got our include files. Okay, header, nav, footer, connection, and then connection teaching, which you can use that whether you're using Net2FTP or XAMPP. You can just swap those around when you eventually get to host it. Okay, so for the very first page, Index.php, let's take a look around that. And what do we find here? From a PHP point of view, we need to connect to the database, and it needs to be a require once. Okay, because if there's a problem with the connection, then nothing else on the page should show up except the error message from that. Okay, a couple of includes, and then if you look at the resources in the first house cell resources zip file, I'm giving you screenshots of all this code. And what is this code doing? We are selecting all records, okay, all, so there's no where here, subclause. And then we are going to write these into divs. So there is another video that talks about this code in more detail, so I just want to give you an overview. The second code block is selecting all the records from the customer table, and then we are displaying those in a HTML table like that. So we have our first row, our header row, just to give headings on the screen, and notice we're using the TH tag for those rather than the TD tag. Okay, TH tag will center and bold the text inside, and then each record is displayed in a HTML row in the table. And then the third table here, select all comments. From here, and in fact I have that there twice for some reason. Let me just double check that so I'm not leading you astray. Yeah, okay, so there's the comment tables, that's block 3, and then here is the same code essentially, but this time I'm using a select and a double join, because in the comment table product ID is a foreign key, so I want to get the product name from product, and customer ID is also a foreign key from the customer table, so I want to get the customer username in there. So there's a double join in that. And how do I do a double join? Well, you just add another join on like that. Okay, so select star from comment, join with customer using customer ID. So customer ID is a primary key in here, but a foreign key in here. And then just another join product using product ID. And again, product ID is a foreign key in comment, but it's a primary key in product. Okay, so then we can just using the join to get product name and using the second join to get the customer username, email. So that is the PHP code for Index.php.